මම දෙවනි භාෂාවට ඉංග්‍රීසි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා තාමත් ඉංග්ලිෂ් මූවිස් බලලා. ඉතින් අද ලෙසන් එකට එක්කන් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසි මව් භාෂාව හැටියට කතා කරන මව් භාෂාව හැටියට ඉගෙන ගත්ත කෙනෙක්. එයාත් ඉංග්ලිෂ් මූවි බලපු කෙනෙක් තමයි. ඉතින් එයා අද වීඩියෝ එකේ එයා බලපු මූවිස් මමත් එක්ක ෂෙයා කරනවා. ඉතින් අපි සිම්පල් කන්වර්සේෂන් එකක් කරනවා මේ වීඩියෝ එකෙන්. අන්ෆෝර්චුනේට්ලි අවාසනාවන්ත ලෙස එයා කැමරාවට එන්න කැමති කෙනෙක් නෙවෙයි. අපි කියන කැමරා ෂයි පර්සන්. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා අපිට ඔඩියෝ එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. නමුත් මේ වීඩියෝ එක ගෙනලා තියෙනවා ඔයාලට බලන්න පුළුවන්. ඕකේ. ඉතින් එයාගෙන් මම ගොඩක් දේවල් ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. එයාගෙන් භාෂාව ඉගෙන ගන්නකොට ඒ වගේම තමයි දැනටත් මම එයාත් එක්ක කතා කරනවා ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාව කතා කරනකොට. ඉතින් මේ වීඩියෝ එක බලන්න අදහස් කමෙන්ට් කරන්න පහලින් ලයික් කරලා ෂෙයා කරන්න වෙනදා වගේම subscribe කරන්න SL Daily English YouTube channel එක. ඒ වගේම ඔයාලා කැමතිම මූවි ඔයාලා බලපු කැමතිම මූවි මොනවද කියලා කමෙන්ට් කරන්න අමතක කරන්නත් එපා. ඒ වගේම ඉස්සරහට ගොඩක් මූවිස් බලන්න ඩයලොග්ස් වලට කන්වර්සේෂන් වලට සවන් දෙන්න. ඉතින් 2020 මේ අවුරුද්දේ ඔයාලා ඉංග්‍රීසි ෆ්ලුවන්ට්ලි කතා කරනවා කියලා අරමුණක් තියාගන්න. චතුරව කතා කරනවා කියලා අරමුණක් තියාගන්න. Hey, how you doing, mate? It's good. So good to have you back here in my podcast right here, mate.
Yeah. Pleasure is mine, bro. Every time I go here, I'm getting inspired.
All right. So today in this podcast, what we are going to talk about is we're going to talk about the movies that we watch and the movies that had bigger impact in our lives.
Movies
So
that inspired us in some way, huh?
absolutely.
Okay.
So when I was a child, I remember I used to watch action movies. I wanted to watch fights. I wanted to watch fight. I was fascinated by these Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and all these action movies. But as I grow up, I began to realize that I want to watch a movie. I want to watch a movie based on reality. You know, I became a fan of based on true stories. You know what I mean?
Like biography type of thing.
Yeah. So I began to watch all these movies, and I was like, wow, these are fascinating stories. So, and also survival movies.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Survival movies. So one of the biggest one of my favorite movie I ever watched was Shawshank Redemption.
Right. That's also one.
We had a conversation a little while ago about Shawshank Redemption.
That's one of my favorite picks as well. It's a really nice movie. It's about redemption and being like having the patience. You know, that guy was really amazing. If you just imagine, what if you're in his shoes? Like you're going to be convicted of something that you never did. And you know, during his time, I don't know. You have any idea what year that was? But
I think it's early 90s, bro.
Early 90s, right?
It's like 20, yeah.
So the way they do things during that time. Because it's still, as of this day, it's up because you still have people who are being imprisoned for doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
Like if there was this guy who has authority and it just happens that he doesn't like you, he just can't get you incarcerated for no reason at all, bro.
You know, it literally reminds me the story of Nelson Mandela. I don't know if you're familiar about his story. Nelson Mandela.
Go ahead.
That is amazing story. But this is Shawshank Redemption is based on a novel. Based on somebody's figment. It is not a true story, right?
It's a figment of someone's imagination.
Yeah, imagination. So Nelson Mandela's story is a true story.
You know what they say?
He was racing. Yeah.
They say that truth is more stranger than fiction.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, sometimes. Yes. Some cases.
Yeah, go ahead.
But Nelson Mandela's story. He was raising his voice for unfairness, the things happening, the prejudice that taking place in the country, and he wanted to bring peace in the country. So he was thrown into jail for the crime that he did not commit. So he was in the jail for 27 years. Can you believe that?
27 years for doing nothing, just for sharing your opinion. Huh?
Yeah, he was given a blanket to sleep, and he was not allowed to visit his son during the imprisonment. Yeah, his total confinement was 27 years, brother.
Yeah,
so what he did, he keep learning. He never stopped growing himself. He keep a positive mental attitude. I don't know how he did that in the prison. Anyway,
That's
that
mental
is
toughness.
unbelievable story, brother.
Yeah,
So
his mental toughness was really something. You just don't. I mean, if it's just a normal guy who just get into prison, maybe after a couple of years he'll go insane. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely, I can't handle that.
Because you just don't know what's going on inside there. Like
Yeah.
if you'll be in prison, what will happen to you? I heard some stories that people or men are being raped. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I never been to jail, honestly, but this guy Mandela is somebody who turned his struggle, his pain into power.
Wow.
Right? He became the president of the country
Just imagine. Huh?
when he got released. And one of the thing that he faced was, one of these jailers.
Uh-huh.
They wanted to bury him alive. This is real. Bury him alive, and they wanted to urinate him. They actually did that, urinated him.
Okay, so they pissed on his face.
Absolutely.
Oof.
They buried him and they
It's great.
pissed on his face. He was half buried, honestly.
Oh, okay, so it's just like
Yeah.
his head was exposed.
Yeah. So
And his whole
when he
body
got
was
released
Okay.
from the jail, one of the things that he did, he talked about forgiveness
Wow.
most of the time. And every picture that you see of the Mandela, he smiled. He had a big smile on his face.
Just imagine forgiving someone who just pissed on your face. Oh man.
Absolutely. So reporter tracked down this guy.
Just imagine, bro. If that happens to someone like John Wick, he's gonna hunt down that shit, bro. That's for sure.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be
gonna be like he's gonna hunt each and every one of those mofo's until they're all dead. You know?
That's gonna be a different story.
Okay, go ahead.
So what happened? Reporter tracked down this guy. Reporter tracked down Mandela and asked Mandela. Mandela, when he became the president, he invited those jailers,
The one who mistreated him.
mistreated him, and one who wanted to execute him.
Wow.
So reporter asked him, "Why did you invite those jailers? Somebody who wanted to execute, somebody who wanted to kill you, basically."
Somebody who humiliated you. And
Absolutely. So Mandela smiled and replied, "If I don't invite those jailers, I will still be in the prison."
Oh yeah, that's good.
He said that, mate.
That's so rad. I mean, that's.
Imagine, that's so real,
Yeah.
Many people will use that political power to
To take advantage of. I mean,
yeah,
they will get revenge. Right?
attack,
Just to get
as a
even.
retaliation.
Yeah, and just get even with those bastards.
Absolutely. So that's why his story is so fascinating to me. When we
That's so
talked about
rad,
this,
you know. I mean, I mean, I like that line when he said that. If I don't forgive or invite these guys, I will still be in prison. Like imprisoned, like is like, his peace won't still be there. He will still think
because
about.
forgiveness is something that you give it to
will-
yourself.
and you set yourself free at the same time if you
Yeah,
forgive someone.
That's true. If you hate somebody, you're gonna get poison inside, and you don't realize. Imagine imagine I'm hating you, and you don't know anything about it. So right now, I'm hating you, and I'm the one who's getting poison inside.
Yeah, it's like self-destruction, bro. And the one who's hurting is you, not the person that you hate.
Yeah.
And I just don't like people, just out of the blue, I just thought about it. I just don't like people who are making this hate wagon.
Yeah.
Like if you hate someone,
Yeah.
they're asking people to hate the same guy. It's like he or she or they want to hurt. They want all people to agree with them in hating someone, and that's if you think about it.
They want you to join the victim story.
Yeah, they want you
They
to
want-
join their club, and I'm not
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be part of that. Me, if I'm pissed with someone, I might share. I mean, I might like look for someone to talk to and just explain, like, just tell them why I hate this guy. But I'm not gonna ask them to join this parade that I'm having of hating someone, because that's not good, bro. I mean.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you're hating someone and the person that you hate is having a good time, what will that do to you? It's like you're stabbing yourself, right?
Yeah.
Just forgive for the word. Just
Mother
forgive, just forgive the mother, father, brother, sister. Just forgive them, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So recently I watched this movie. I don't know if you watched that movie. What is this war movie? I'm fascinated about war movies.
War movies are great, bro.
War movies. One of
Yeah.
these movie. It's based on true story as well. That's why I'm truly fascinated about that one.
Have you heard this movie, like Enemy at the Gates?
Enemy at the Gates. Yeah. Wow. Those are fascinating movies, bro. Those movies are in my soul. I learned so many things. I learned to be tough.
Saving
Saving Private
yes,
Ryan.
Saving
Yo,
Private Ryan.
wow.
But you know this one, like this movie about the title is The Patriot of Mel Gibson.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh,
I
God,
think I
you need
haven't
to
watched
just try it, bro. It's really nice. You just imagine, bro. He was a war veteran, and he was really good with guns and like this little axe thing. So he was a known guy because he was really good. And then he just decided that he doesn't want to be part of any war that's going on during that time. The U.S. is still not the United States. You know, they're still not called United States. So they're having like civil wars going on all over the place. So since he is a war veteran,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's a veteran. He's still not. I mean, he's around 30s during that time. So he decided to just settle down. He just wanted to be a regular carpenter, do things and stuff. And then this life has its way at getting at you. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil everything, but it came to a point where his son, because he has he has a lot of kids. He has some sons and
Lot of
daughters.
positivity.
Yeah, a lot of positivities going on. So one of his sons decided to be a soldier.
Yeah.
And he was really against that. So he said that I don't want you to be a soldier because he knows how ugly things can become.
Yeah.
But kids, especially that age, like teenagers,
Yeah.
going to like being a young adult.
You are superficial and you don't know about life.
They're very hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's really hard to talk them out of some
Yeah, that's
situations. So this son of his still decided to become a soldier. So
Wow.
he left. When he came, it just so happens that war was near their place. There's a war going on near their
Oh, shit.
So his son got injured, and his son went to their place, and they took care of him. And just so happens that the other party, their enemies, was there as well, and they were looking for his son. So he doesn't have a freaking choice, because he's trying to hide his son, but this guy, so he started threatening all of his people. Because he also have like helpers helping him out.
Yeah.
So he said that I'm gonna shoot this mofo if you don't give me your son. I know that he's just hiding. He doesn't know that that's his son. He has no idea. He just wants to kill all the soldiers that are there during that time. So his son just volunteered. He said, "Okay, I will surrender." And then one of his younger son was furious because he doesn't want to see his brother being taken away by other people. Like he has no idea what's going on. So he got berserk. He ran after his brother, and this guy shot the little boy.
Jesus.
And Mel Gibson, he's seen everything with his own eyes.
You have seen, he
He witnessed the death of his son, and that's the youngest son that he had.
Wow.
Playing with toys, bro, and he got shot.
So is
right
that
in
based on
front of him.
true story?
That's just a movie. You need to watch it, bro.
just a
I highly recommend that.
Wow.
The Patriot.
I'll
He
check
got
it out.
he got berserk, bro. He even asked his two sons to go with him.
Shit.
So he gave them one gun each, and they asked them to stand in trees. Like you stand here in one tree, and then he got one of his son. He asked one of his son to stand on another tree, and he just ran around. He gave instruction like you just shoot them, and then he was teaching his son how to hold the gun and shoot those soldiers.
Shit.
And then after he shoot them, after the son was shot them down, he was the one who was giving the final blow with his axe.
Ooh.
And the two boys saw that. They saw a different side of their dad.
Yeah, yeah.
And they all
It's
became
unbelievable.
Yeah, they all become. They were shocked, bro.
You know, one of the movie that I watch, I still
highly
love.
recommend that one.
Yeah, I'll check that out. So one of the movie that I watch and I still highly recommend as well, Into the Wild. I don't know if you heard that.
No, I haven't watched that
But
yet.
this is a guy who had everything, bro. He has plenty of money. He's coming from well-able family.
Uh-huh.
You know, he grew up with a silver spoon on his mouth.
Okay.
Basically, he got a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
So he literally got fed up with the lifestyle that people used to live. Man, he's a deep nature lover.
Okay.
You know, some people love animal. You know,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people they literally get heartbroken when they get separated. You know, some people love nature. Well, me too. I love nature. Then this guy, he wanted to escape from the sad reality of the society. This guy decided to go to forest and
So he decided to leave the concrete jungles.
absolutely, exactly. So he ended up living. He started living in the jungle. He had some money. He said he read somewhere money has no value.
Wow.
He said humanity first, and he started burning his money. Yeah, and he started living in the jungle. Long story short.
So just imagine you're in front of that guy and he's burning his money right in front of you. And that's gonna hurt for me. I mean, if I was a guy like in front of him and he's burning his freaking money in front of me,
Do something about it.
that's gonna hurt me.
Because we are so attached to money.
Oh, yeah,
But this
that's
guy's seeking
true.
for detachment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are so attached to these
But
things.
that guy doesn't have a family, right? Like, I mean, he doesn't have a
he
son.
was single.
He was single.
Yeah, he was single. He didn't have a girlfriend or whatever.
That makes sense because
Yeah.
if you have like if you have
Single
kids,
guy.
that's a different story.
Obviously.
Like burning your money in front of your kids and your kids are starving, that's a different story. That's what you call stupidity, bro.
That's what you call insane, in
Insane,
some
yeah.
in some way. So, yeah,
Let's go for
this guy wanted to, yeah.
Okay.
Final thought. This guy wanted to live in the forest, and he started living. So eventually, he died. He died from the starvation.
Starvation?
Yeah, he managed to survive. Oh my gosh, man! He managed to survive. He managed to survive. I think a couple of years, but later on he was
Because of infection or just for starvation?
starvation. He didn't have money. He didn't have food to survive.
He
Then,
doesn't know how to live in the jungle?
then in the end,
Uh-huh.
no, jungle is a scary place, bro.
Yeah, it is, bro.
It's gonna knock you down.
Yeah, if you're not used to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a hard place to survive. So eventually he wrote a letter. I mean, he started writing things, whatever he experienced, you know. There's a book as well.
Wow.
So you can check it out. Eventually, this guy died. Before he died, he mentioned, "Thank you, Lord, I have had a happy life." Man, I literally got tears.
That's happiness for him, huh?
Yeah, that's a great... He found himself when he lost. As Gandhi says, you know.
Wow. That's,
So he found himself and he was
What's
so
the title
happy.
again?
Into the Wild.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. But just check this Patriot shit, bro. You'll
All
love
right, guys. Hey guys, I really hope you liked that lesson. And I really hope you learned something from the lesson. මේ වගේ නැවතත් ස්ටෝරි එකකින් හමු වීමේ බලාපොරොත්තුවෙන් සමුගෙන යනවා. Thank you for watching.